Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of your favorite program, Business Thursday. I am your host, Sanji Damian, and today we are going to be talking more of feminism and the corporate world, and we're going to be navigating through the real estate. So, with me, we have an amazing guest, and I promise you are going to learn a lot from her. She's an amazing person, and we dipped a little bit into the French region, but trust me, we're going to marinate it with good English language. So, see you after the break.
Do you crave success? Want to learn from the best? Then tune in to Business Thursdays, your weekly dose of business inspiration. Every Thursdays at 6 p.m., we sit down with industry leaders, innovative entrepreneurs, and game-changing moguls. They will share their hard-earned wisdom, business battles won, and the secret to their success. Plus, we tackle the hottest business topics with engaging discussions and expert insights. Don't miss out on the knowledge that could transform your business. Watch Business Thursdays every Thursdays at 6 p.m.
All right, so welcome back, and if you're just joining us, it is your favorite program, Business Thursday, and I am your humble host, Sanji Damian. And today we have an amazing guest in the name of Paule Rosilia, and AKA Peace. Sorry, she's the name is kind of a mix-up, but yeah, she's an amazing person. And good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Mr. Damian. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you in our program, and to facilitate my job, I think I will just call you Peace.
Of course, it's okay for me.
Okay, so not to take a lot of time, I would like to understand what exactly is peace.
Oh, that's a good question. Actually, I'm pausing because I don't really know where to start. There's a lot to say about peace, but if I would just summarize it in two things. Oh, before I forget, I'd like to say to people who are watching us that I'm a French speaker. So you all please extend a hand of mercy when you be listening to me speaking in English. Okay, thank you. So I was saying that if I have to summarize it in two words, who is peace? I would just say peace is a Christian, and peace is a visionary somebody.
Okay, that's quite amazing, and we all know that with Christianity and combining Christianity and a vision, it catapults you to achieving success. Now let's focus a little bit on the vision. What exactly was your vision? Because I believe when you entered secondary school, you had a vision in mind. Can you walk us through it a little bit?
Very funny. I started laughing because when you are still young, you have a lot of things you want to achieve, and as time going on, as you are growing, as you are going through life, the vision start taking an exact shape, because when you are growing, the vision is big. But as you are maturing, the vision become more precise. Yeah, so you know exactly where you're going. So back then, I really wanted to be in French, it is called pédiatre.
Okay.
What's the word in English?
Pediatrist.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanted because I really love children. I love being with them, taking care of them. That's it. But then growing up, I realized that it's a dream, but not a vision. Okay. So I discovered actually my purpose in life when I was in level 2 in university. Yes, and from then I realized that I have a lot to give into this world, and actually I'm doing my best.
Okay.
To work on it.
All right. So you're talking of your purpose.
Okay.
What exactly was that purpose you discovered? Because obviously, from the look of things, looking at you now, it's clear that you are accomplished. You have a pathway you're following, and you're focused on it. But then I believe, like you said, in level 2, that's where you identified that purpose. Can you tell us what it was exactly?
Okay. I will just go like this. My purpose actually is to bring light into this world in diverse dimension, spiritually, um, emotionally, and professionally.
Okay.
So in those three fields, I am called to bring light to the world. When I want to talk about the light, I'm talking about the thing that made me particular. Because before me, there have been people who surely have bring a lot of things in those three areas. But I believe that God has given me something special and specific that I have to pour into these three areas. Emotionally, when it comes to emotionally, what I mean is that by the grace of God, I have realized that I have that gift in advising people, taking time to listen to people, and always want to see the best in people and try to give them the most support that I can give. So I'm very caring about people, and it is not something that I do for money. I take pleasure doing that. That's why I talk about purpose. That's the first thing when it comes to emotional. So I am kind of a counselor.
Okay.
And then when it comes to spiritual, I am called into the ministry actually, the song ministry, and to minister to the people, preaching the gospel as an evangelist. So if you are a Christian, you understand that you are called to preach the gospel everywhere. So now for me, it's a purpose because I take deep pleasure doing that. It made me happy. I don't need food to push me to do that. I gladly do that. Now, when it comes to the professional side of me, I believe that God has given me the intelligence, the capacity to return, to keep the most information that I can, to be able to make every work that I do perfect. When it comes to the professional life, I don't have a specification like if you bring me here, I'll be lost. No, I always remember that I have the capacity, the intelligence, and the excellence of God to be able to adapt myself in every area when it comes to professional. So actually, I'm into real estate, and that is not what I've studied. But because I am so conscious of the fact that whatever I touch is blessed, when I go for something, I go with all my heart and I give my best. So it becomes a purpose for me. My goal is to make sure that I impact the people I work with, and I impact the world with the work that I provide.
That's amazing.
I can just put it that way.
Okay, so with all of that, you have actually said a lot, and it's in a somewhat amazing way which you channeled who you are and what you do and what you're willing to contribute to the society. Now, would like to take it a little. While you were talking, you made mention of real estate, the 1%
Yes.
club. So I would like to ask, what you being in real estate, what was your goal like? What have you learned so far? Because obviously you just got into the field. It's not where you started, but you just got into the field. So what have you learned so far in that field, and how do you think the real estate is positioned to dominate the future?
Thank you very much for this question. It will as well enable me to give more insight about the real estate. So I can't start talking about real estate without mentioning the 1% Club real estate investing platform for who I'm working actually. So I started getting more knowledge about real estate when I actually started working for the 1% Club real estate investing platform. And so far it has been a deep and amazing journey. Why deep? Because you learn every day. I mean, you learn a lot. And you need to learn to be able to lead people. Remember I said 1% Club real estate investing platform is a community of real estate investors. So I'm not talking about 2 people or 3 people. I'm talking about a community that I am a member as well a worker.
Okay.
So inside the 1% Club real estate investing platform, I am the financial advisor lead. So my job actually is to take care of the members of the 1% Club. And one of our vision, the main vision, is to be able to gather 1 million of people into the 1% Club real estate investing platform. So actually, when I'm saying that, it's a lot to learn, because manage 2% can nail you down, can just pull you down. But be able to manage a lot of people like that, and to be able to provide them what they need to be able to flow in the vision, that make the work very challenging, and you need to learn and unlearn, learn and unlearn. Now, coming back to what I've learned so far into real estate, working for the 1% Club real estate investing platform, the first thing that I've learned is that if you want to build wealth, if you want to create wealth, there is nothing more sure than real estate.
Okay.
Many people want to become wealthy, and they think that maximizing business is like having a restaurant, having that money, that kind of business will effectively give you money, but that money normally is supposed to be your investment capital. And wealthy people, actually, when they have the money, they don't use it directly, they invest, they leverage. So they keep and they leverage. So many people want to create wealth, but they don't understand that to create wealth, need to search for the right way. So real estate is that big dream that can actually enable whoever join to build or create his wealth. Now, the second thing that I've learned is that when it comes to real estate, if you have to focus on lands, because real estate deal with land, buildings. Let me just talk about land. When it comes to real estate, if you have not cultivated a patient spirit, you will never ever be able to take the most part of it. You never. Why am I saying that? When you purchase a land into real estate, you allow it to appreciate. It may take from 6 months to 2 years. You understand? So when you purchase the land, you use your investment capital to purchase the land. Let me say 5 million. You have an investment capital of 5 million. You purchase the land. You need to be able to be patient enough to give that land 2 years. But what people usually do is that when they are invested in something, the next day,
they are seeking
they want to see something. That's not the spirit for real estate. For real estate is to invest, allow it to work while you are focusing, having another source of income. That's why when you want to become a member of the 1% Club, you always ask the first question and the most important question: do you have a source of income? We understand that you really love, you really like to do real estate. You understand, but we ask you that question: do you have a source of income that can enable you to build your investment capital and to be able to continue your life while waiting that one to produce? If you don't have a source of income, you cannot be a member of 1% Club. Because having a source of income enable you to be able to build your investment capital and to go your life simply. So those are the two main things. Have patience. Be patient if you want to become a real estate investor. Allow it to go slowly. It is a sure way, but very slow. It's the first thing that I said is when you come to real estate, just think about you are creating your wealth.
You're creating your wealth.
Wealth creation.
So now you've talked a lot about real estate.
Yes.
And you've told us like what it's needed to get into real estate.
Yes.
But now I would like to quickly take a step back and ask, we've talked about real estate, but can we say exactly what do you mean by real estate?
Okay.
And what benefits do we stand to gain when we get into the 1% Club investment platform?
Okay. Actually, I mentioned some few words. When it comes to real estate, we think about lands, we think about buildings, we think about construction. So real estate actually starts from the moment you have a land. Everything that happens on that land is real estate.
Okay.
Everything. Until you are able to put your head inside something, it's real estate. From the moment you have the land, everything that you do on that land is real estate.
Okay.
So real estate is the beginning of everything.
So when we talk real estate, we talk investment in tangible assets.
Yes.
Building assets, amassing assets, and creating assets, which in turn creates wealth.
Yes, actually.
Okay.
Now, the next question you asked me is what are the benefits of joining the 1% Club real estate investing platform. Of course, there is a lot of benefit. I will just take on three. The first one is that you need to know, if you want to invest in something, you need to have knowledge. So one thing that the 1% Club does is that we educate. It's the first advantage or benefit you receive of joining the 1% Club. We educate you a lot about financial literacy. Because when you join the 1% Club, you definitely have opportunities of real estate. And who talks about real estate opportunity, talk about that you make money. So we are very sure that that will happen. That's why we go ahead to provide financial literacy. What is financial literacy? It's that education that will enable you to take care of that money that the 1% Club will help you build, so that you not use it carelessly. You have a way to use that. And now, when it comes also to giving knowledge, we also make sure that you receive a lot of information that will enable you to do the right choice into what you want to invest your money into real estate.
Okay.
So the first benefit is that we give education,
Okay.
financial literacy, and real estate opportunities and market. The second thing is that we give the opportunity to our members to receive real estate. Let me start by that one, real estate loan, because we understand that as much as you want to invest into real estate, if you are a young Cameroonian of 25 years old who actually have a source of income, you may not have 5 million on you one time to invest. So the 1% Club take at heart that to be able to give you a real estate loan from 1 to 5 million for you to be able to purchase a land, do a benefit, and we can deduct it from the benefit that you have made to make the real estate loan you took to not be heavy on you.
Okay.
So there's a whole team working about that. And I would just want to chip in. I know you reached there, but this will be really the cornerstone of our 1% Club summit coming in few days.
Exactly.
Will be the cornerstone. Those who make it there will not regret it. Just a parenthesis. Let me come back. And the last benefit is that you receive personal business loan. The personal business loan is a loan that you receive to be able to purchase your own story, your own vision, or your own business.
Follow your own dream.
You follow your own dream,
Okay.
and you can receive it from 1 to 5 million. So actually, every person joining the 1% Club is entitled to have 10 million loan. 5 million real estate and 5 million personal business loan. It depends on how you build your credit worthiness towards us. So there's a lot of things that have been put in place to be able to make our member to follow it. And if you are consistent and disciplined, you have the best.
Okay, so you talked about if I understand exactly what you're saying, the 1% Club investment platform is not just out to create awareness on real estate, but also to empower youths and people to understand that there is that platform and that opportunity where they can grow not just financially, but as well build their assets.
Of course.
And briefly, you said something about your seminar coming up, your conference.
Yes, summit.
Your summit, sorry, your summit
Yes.
coming up. So can you tell us where and when is it going to be? I believe there may be people who would like to attend.
Yes, of course. Thank you. The 1% Club Summit coming up is the 31st of August 2024, and it will happen at Crystal Palace, Akwa Douala, in Cameroon, of course, from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. And to be able to receive a ticket, you need to contact us actually. And the ticket is 30K. Please let me say it in French to be sure that I'm communicating. 30,000 francs CFA.
30,000 francs CFA.
Come again?
30,000 francs CFA.
30,000 francs CFA.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So that's it, to be able to be part of it. And I don't know if I should give the contact or.
Well, we're going to put the contact down there.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, so now one last question. Sorry, I have two last questions before I let you go. One, with all you've learned in real estate since joining the 1% Club, what do you think is the future of real estate in Cameroon and Africa?
This is a good one. It's a good one because you are just hitting the points when it comes to 1% Club vision. We are actually working and wanting to launch a project that is called Gated Community. That is the future of real estate in Cameroon. We are going for gated community projects, and that project will start being implemented in Douala, Yaoundé, Libe. Uh, we want to see Cameroon take another dimension when it comes to urbanization, when it comes to the way houses are being built, when it comes to security, safety, and exclusivity. So those three words that I just spelled define what is the gated community. The gated community is residential, like we say residential community or houses estate, characterized by a closed parameters of walls or fence. So it is a well-determined place where everything is being settled. Houses look alike, have the same way of being built, hospital, everything is inside. So the residents of the gated community really does not have or need to step out. And then the three characteristic of a gated community is that you have the exclusivity of everything there. The second thing is that you feel safe, you feel secure, because there is that atmosphere when you're in a place where things is well fenced. Because I said that one of the characteristics is that when you come to the gated community, it's fenced. So there's a way it's being built that makes people to feel secure. It's one thing to have money, it's another thing to live into a place where you feel safe.
Yeah.
So that's it. The future of real estate in Cameroon is gated community. We are bringing it all power. We are facing challenges, and one of them is the mindset. Because people are used to see this kind of thing maybe in Nigeria or out of the country.
Yeah.
You know, those kind of places where you see the house are well structured. You know,
I think in Nigeria they say the estate.
As it.
Okay, yeah.
So we are facing that challenge, but since our approach is educational based approach, I believe we are gradually going over it.
Okay,
Yes.
so lastly,
Okay.
before I let you go, I would like to know what would you advise the viewers, those who are looking, someone who is interested to get into real estate, what advice can you give?
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. You is what question me if you need an advice to when it comes to real estate. I will tell you that real estate is more easy when you have a community-based approach, when you are not alone doing that. If you are alone doing that, you face a lot of difficulties. But when you join a community, you purchase the land as a community, you build the investment capital as a community, so you won't feel the burden on your shoulder. So please, wanting to be into real estate is a good thing, but choosing the right way to do that is another thing. So go for a community-based approach when it comes to real estate. And if you are asking where, the 1% Club Real Estate Investing Platform is there for you. If you contact us, we'll be happy to have you in our community.
Okay, that's awesome, and I would like to thank you very much for being a guest on our platform, and I hope we'll get to see you soon.
Of course, so thank you very much, Mr. David, for having me and for inviting me. It's a privilege, and I can't take it for granted. Thank you.
We were complaining about your English, but it came out perfectly. Yeah? Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, it was Peace, Paule Peace, and she was our guest for today. And we'd like to thank you for tuning in, and we hope you learned a lot from this program. And hope to see you next Thursday. I remain your host, Sanjay Daniel. See you next Thursday.
Do you crave success? Want to learn from the best? Then tune in to Business Thursdays, your weekly dose of business inspiration. Every Thursdays at 6 p.m., we sit down with industry leaders, innovative entrepreneurs, and game-changing moguls. They will share their hard-earned wisdom, business battles won, and the secret to their success. Plus, we tackle the hottest business topics with engaging discussions and expert insights. Don't miss out on the knowledge that could transform your business. Watch Business Thursdays every Thursdays at 6 p.m.